But the fact the station invested in putting that on and went live with something that was that important to the community, I mean, that's what TV's all about.
75 years of bringing the community together. The heartfelt connections.
Hello, oh, hello, I'm so glad to see you.
And the heartbreaking moments.
So I went to my knees and said the prayer.
And I just responded as a director to what he was doing, and we slowly panned the cameras up into the sky.
All month long, King 5 celebrates its pioneering legacy.
Everybody came in here striving for excellence.
King's history, it covers a lot of territory.
We sit down to talk to veterans of the station, from the trailblazing women.
There weren't any local television anchor women anywhere in the country that I knew about, but if you're in that spot at the time, you don't think about that.
Hey, oh wow, they're going to have an Asian American woman be on the anchor desk, and they're going to have an African American woman on the anchor desk. It was a time of change.
The ones who had a front seat to history.
Well, essentially, we're standing next to a pile of lit dynamite. And he said the only exception is that we don't know how long the fuse is.
The mountain blew up.
When I think of when we'd go into where the blast zone would sort of recede and then come back out, I'm a very lucky person to be sitting here right now.
The ones who shined a light on injustice.
Probably the most devastating film ever seen on television.
That's reporter Don McGaffin. He exposed the horror of children's pajamas.
The witnesses to change.
20 years ago, if you used the word climate change, there were a lot of people who would just not accept that at all. And those pushing for it today.
King 5 has a history of taking on these issues, of not shying away from things that are difficult to talk about.
The general protest movements which have shaken our country in the 1960s.
The King 5 legacy of tackling these topics, that we're keeping that fire alive of getting the real stories out there.
Join us to see Seattle grow through the decades.
This all started at Boeing Airplane Company's Renton plant.
Share with us the memories, the laughs,
and our coverage across the globe.
We're over the Isle of Crete in the Mediterranean.
With the governor in China, Lori Matsukawa.
Good morning from Moscow, where it is 3 o'clock in the morning.
And 10 time zones from Seattle.
As we celebrate 75 years of
King 5 News. King 5 Television.